Hey, what's up, you guys? Happy Wednesday. Wow, what an super eventful day today in the markets. It was crazy. So last night was the Donald Trump address speech of Congress, where he talked about his plans. A lot of it, same old stuff that he's been talking about for a long time, but very optimistic. And apparently the markets really liked what he had to say. No matter what you think of him, the markets liked it. I'll tell you that much. Um, and I am not the biggest Trump supporter, but the markets really liked what he had to say. So let's take a look here. So first of all, in the bottom right-hand corner, as usual, we have the S&P 500, and right here, this is the SPX, and you can see this big move right up here, topping 2,400. That's pretty incredible. Up 1.5% today almost, up 32 points, and breaking out. So last time we were on, we were talking about the possibility that it could go to 240. If you look at the bottom here, 208, and then you look at this consolidation right around 2,500. So the difference between that was, roughly 15, 16. And then what you can do is double that, and you're looking at a target of 2,400. So that's roughly symmetric, right? So whether that keeps going or not, hard to say, but I will tell you that my systems are still supporting positions in the S&P 500 rather than in bonds. So let's take a look at bonds. So in the upper right, left-hand corner of your screen is TLT, and you remember last time we were talking about this being like a pennant, little consolidation pattern right here, and it looked like maybe it had broken out right there a couple days ago, but it just kind of hovered around there until the speech, and then kablamo, back down to the bottom of this range. So I would say that this range is intact. If you look at volume, it hasn't been super high, even when we thought it might have broken out there. And since it came back into the range the following day, obviously it did not break out effectively. So dropped back down here, but it stayed within this range. It stayed above this support level. So hard to say if bonds are going to move up or down for the next move. If the next move is up to 125 or if the next move is down to 115. We don't know until it breaks out of there. But for now, my systems say to stay in the S&P 500. Of course, because look at this rally. I mean, it's been crazy. All right. Now, the other thing that I do every month is I talk about sectors. So our sectors for this month are pretty amazing. So XBI, so this is biotech, right here in the bottom left hand of your screen. Biotech was up 12.7% in 1 month. That's crazy, right? So biotech was one of our winners last month, I believe. And so if we had stayed in it, we would have won. So that's the whole goal, right? To look for the winners for the previous month, and those generally outperform the other sectors for the next month. So for the month of May, our biggest winners are XBI and then also XLV. So this is the healthcare sector. And that's outperformed the market. That's done really well in February. This has done 8.6%. So also incredible movement there. So that would be our second. So usually what I'll do is I'll give you the top 2 performers, and that's been shown to outperform the market in general. In general, you could get some of the studies up to 19% on your return on your investment. So, but this time I'm going to give you a third sector because this has been a big one that everybody's talking about, and this is XLF. So this is the financials. So this hasn't performed as well as the other two, but a really big performer as well, 6.7%. So those are the 3 that we're looking at for March: XBI, XLV, and XLF for March, if you're following that system. All right, so those are the systems that we have going on right now that I usually inform you about every week or every month. and we'll see next month if the sectors change. And of course, we'll keep following the S&P versus bonds um, correlation. So interestingly, last month on the commitment traders, there was a little bit of movement to the short side, and you'll see that actually in the VIX. So in the VIX increased this past week, and part of it was because this speech was coming up. But even today, with this big move up, the VIX isn't super high. It's around 13, but it's much higher than it was a couple weeks ago when it was down in the 10s, 10 and a half. So that's definitely something to watch. People are starting to place bets to the downside, starting to protect their profits. So, all right. Anyway, that's it for this week, or for this week, probably, unless I come back on Friday. But at least for this Wednesday, hope you all have a great rest of your week and trade smart. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye bye.